Good morning, friends. Happy Saturday. What's going on? Thank you all so much for being here. What's today's date? October 19th. My God, where's the month going? Happy Saturday, friends. Thank you for being here. If you're catching the replay, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. That's the replay gang right there. Let me see who is all here today. As you guys know, as you come in, make sure you're answering that question of the day. Let me see if I can find it and post it up on the screen. Thank y'all so much for being here. Hold on, here we go. Because I put these question of the days up, in advance. I have to remember them. Do you have more than one source of income? Put that in the chat below. Let me know if you got more than one source of income. There's a lot of messages going around in the budgeting, community. Not our budgeting community, but just in general, that says if you want to become a millionaire, you should have more than one source of income. What do you guys think about that? Something to think about. I do believe that times have changed where we used to have, or our parents used to have one source of income, or, it was just the husband working, all that stuff. Times have changed now. So we got to start thinking about doing things a little bit differently. So comment that down below. Then also today, I was watching a fellow YouTuber. His name is Humphrey Yang, Y-A-N-G. I want you guys to go check him out. I was watching one of his videos, and that's where today's topic comes in. He talked about 7 things you should do each payday. So I was like, okay, this is a great topic while we're talking about our budgeting series, how to get on track, getting ready for 2025. I thought to myself, all right, let's talk and make sure we're all doing these basic things we should be doing to try to get ahead, okay? That is the agenda for today. So let me see who is in here. Again, good morning, Denise. Good morning, Lucille. I'm disabled. Hold on, where are my glasses? Oh, that's better. The only reason I wear my glasses is because I don't like my ring light to show. We'll work with it. Okay. I can see. Y'all, my new glasses. Okay. I'm disabled and only have one source of income, striving to pay off debt slowly. I just paid off one of my credit cards. Lucille, go. And listen, Lucille keeps me up to date on her, how she's doing with her budget and her, paying off her debt and stuff. She's doing really good. So congratulations, Lucille. That's awesome. Hey, Janelle. And no, I don't have more than one income unless you count my retirement account. Yes, that's a great one. That's a great one. I'm more so talking about second lines of income. Maybe you have a side hustle, maybe you have a business, maybe you do YouTube and you get it income in that way. Like, are there other avenues that you receive money other than your main paycheck? Hey, Barbie. No, I don't, but I should hopefully soon. All right. Good deal. Good morning. Good morning. I do have my Etsy shop, which is another source of income. Yes, that's a great source of income. Everyone, don't forget to like the live. I do appreciate you guys. And also, if there's anyone in here, in particular my channel members, if anyone is interested, and Barbie as well, because I know Barbie, if anyone's interested in being a moderator on my lives, please reach out to me and let me know. I would really, really appreciate it. It's time for me to start getting some moderators on my live. So if you can drop me an email and let me know, I'm looking for about 3 to 5. So that way, if someone's not here every live, I can have backup. So I would greatly appreciate that. All right, let's see. Desi, good morning. Chris, I don't have multiple income. If you count me working OT, that would be 1. That's extra income because you don't have OT all the time. OT is just, you have it when it's available. So yes, I would definitely count that. Good morning. Good morning. Done. Light. Thank you. Hey, everybody. Good morning. I have mine and hubbies. Yes. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Hubbies does count. Hey, Erica. No, just 1 for the moment. The kid of mine takes up a lot of my time. Yes. So does my child. I told her, you need to calm down. We're doing too many extracurricular. That's okay. Good morning, everyone. I only have 1 income and I get paid monthly. I get a travel reimbursement for my job and I use it as a supplement. Oh my God, that is so nice. Oh my God, y'all, we had a leadership meeting in the office, probably it was this summer. And my main office is downtown, but for those other leaders who work in different states, they get travel reimbursement to come into our meetings. So I was like, look, the budgeter in me, I was like, wait a minute. They get paid travel expenses because they have to fly out of town and all this stuff. I said, but I got to drive down there. It's true talk. Listen, take note. I was like, I got to drive down there. I should be getting something. I got to leave my home to get there too. So I asked my boss, I was like, just out of curiosity, do I get paid mileage for driving into the office during our meeting? And she's like, yeah, you do. First of all, this is why I tell you guys, speak up at your jobs. They're not going to come out and tell you nothing. You have got to ask. Don't be afraid to ask, whether that's for travel reimbursement, better equipment, pay increase. They ain't gonna just come to you. You got to say something. Now, I had to ask her, was I gonna get so anyway, needless to say, for those 3 days I had to drive down there and we went to dinner and I had to pay for parking. I got $150 back. $150 if I wouldn't have said anything. Okay, that's Chris's tip for today. All right, let's see. Just one source. Good morning. Good morning. I need another source of income. If anyone has a job for me, yes. Can you be a moderator? It pays in love. Good morning, y'all. All right, let's see. Hey, Andrew. I have multiple sources of income with my main source and side hustles. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. All right, let's see. Everyone's saying their good mornings. Good morning. Come on in. Let's see. Hi, Myra. Just started watching your channel and learned so much. Oh, well, welcome, everyone. Welcome, Myra, to our community. That's so sweet of you. So, like I said, today we are going to be discussing 7 steps you should take every payday. Before we begin, let me take this banner off. If you guys want to go ahead and put your hashtag Saturday Live, if you want to be a part of the giveaway, today I'm going to spin the wheel. So once I spin the wheel, if you haven't done the live before, you'll be able to pick something from the list from my shop. So if you want to put in hashtag Saturday Live, we'll do that at the end of the live today. And let's see, I think I saw Shonda make a comment. Let me find her comment really quickly. Oh, Nikki, you said you're mine for me. Okay, Nikki, if you don't mind, please to email me. I greatly appreciate you. Thank you. And if anyone else said it, oh, okay, I think I see Desi. Yeah, if you guys, can y'all shoot me or Instagram me or send me a message on Instagram. Thank you so much. No, I have my Etsy shop, but don't have enough time to give it the attention it really needs in order for it to really be profitable. Now, this is a good statement Shonda just said. It's one thing to have a side hustle, try to start a side business and all this stuff. The second part is time. And I'm starting to realize that too. So if anyone is ever thinking about any type of side hustle, it's the time, right? How do you manage the time to do it? And that's what we need to talk about too. It's easy enough to say, get a second job, get a second this. Okay, well, find me the time to do it too, right? I know. We'll talk about it. All right, y'all, come on in here. Yeah, good morning. Hey, Lucinda. Good morning, everyone. I have a full-time job and a seasonal part-time from April to June. I also have a side hustle selling homemade desserts and doing small catering. Man, I wish I was talented like that. Doing catering and desserts. Ooh. Good morning. I missed a few weeks. I have a second job. I work 3 12-hour shifts for my primary and 1 12-hour shift for my second. Ooh, you like a good 12-hour shift, don't you? Woo. Dude, hey, I bet you, see, to me, I'm like, woo, 12 hours, but I bet you when you do it, it comes second nature to you. That's a great second job. Just one income for now. I taught a soul line dancing class for 10 years, all cash. Then the pandemic happened and the classes stopped. First of all, that sounds fun. A soul line dancing class? Oh my God, that sounds fun. But then the pandemic happened and messed up all of us, didn't it? Yes. My work used to pay mileage. Yes, y'all, make sure y'all are asking y'all job. Like, don't be afraid to reach out and ask your job, for what am I thinking of? Oh, I can't. What's the word I'm thinking about? I can't think of it now. It'll come to me. What I'm trying to say is increase through due to economic hardships, and it's not coming to me, but it'll come to me. But yes, make sure you reach out and make sure you ask your job these things. They ain't gonna tell you. They are not gonna tell you. All right. So with that being said, let's hop into the 7 things we should all be doing every time we get paid. Okay. So I'm gonna drop into the first. One because I thought this was just a great live that I watched. So let me take this hashtag live off first. And again, thank you all so much for being here. So let's get into it. You guys are going to say this first one is a given, but sometimes we got to make sure that we say these things. So 7 places your money should go when you get paid. The first one is to make sure you are covering your necessities. No matter what, make sure your rent's getting paid on time. Make sure you got enough for food. Make sure you got enough for medical, all of those things. Make sure you are covering your necessities once you get paid. So I want to ask you guys this, and I asked this over on Instagram. How often do you get paid? Do you get paid weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly? Drop it in the chat. And I get paid bi-weekly, but I would love to get paid monthly or weekly. I think those are the best payment methods. Now, for me saying monthly, for those of y'all get paid monthly, you're probably like, are you crazy? But think about it. When you get paid monthly, you have no choice, and sometimes we need that structure. You have no choice but for a month to examine your budget and know where every piece of the pot is going. That to me is like, that keeps you, that has some stability, some structure. You got to look at the big picture to know and make sure everything is covered. But then weekly, what I like about weekly is if you get paid every week, that money is rolling in back to back to back to back. You understand what I'm saying? So you can make sure you break up certain things and pay things a certain way. Oh, I love it. But bi-weekly, you sitting there waiting good 2 weeks. What you doing? So let me see, how often do you guys get paid? And to just to stay on the lines of where your money should go, we have to make sure you think that is a given, right? Some people won't pay their rent just to make sure they're paying other stuff that they don't need. So make sure when you get paid, we're talking about our budgeting series, looking at the big picture, necessities first, no matter what. All right, let me see how often y'all are getting paid. Somebody let me borrow $20. Okay, let me see. Did I see this from Kathy? Oh, Kelly. I'm sorry, Kelly. I used to have multiple sources of income for years. About 2 years ago, I got a job that covered what was my income. However, with new expenses, trying to pay off debt, and the price of living increase. Kelly, thank you, girl. You helped me think of it. Cost of living increase. That's what I was talking about when you asked your job for a cost of living increase. Okay. Sorry, Kelly. You helped me think about that. Okay. However, with new expenses, trying to pay off debt and the price of everything. Did she get, here she is, going up. I've been looking at a second job. Yeah, you're right. With the cost of everything going up now, one source of income just ain't going to do it. Now, you can have one source of income, but if it's not enough income, we got to start looking at ways to get more income, maybe a higher paying job. And is that always easy? So you're right about that. I like that comment. All right, let's see. Who have I missed? Notepad Red. Hey, Alice. All right, let's see where we are. I see some monthlies. Oh, wait, hold on. I see, hey, CB. Okay, bi-weekly. I see a monthly here. Rose says monthly. Okay, bi-weekly. I get paid monthly. I want to know if you monthly people enjoy getting paid monthly. See, like I said, I would enjoy getting paid monthly. So that would keep me, that would keep me on track. That would make sure that, man, I wouldn't have a choice but to get that budget done. You can't mess up that budget. See, I need something like that. I need some structure in my life. I need something put in place where you can't mess this up. If you mess this up, that's it. To make you pay attention a little bit more. I'm just saying. Bi-weekly. Okay, weekly, bi-weekly. Monthly at month end. Oh, okay. I don't know why I said it like that. Bi-week. Okay, we got a lot of bi-weeklies. That probably rules everything. Okay. Semi-monthly, 15th and the last working day. Okay. Weekly. And all my weekly folks, if you get paid weekly, does it seem easier? When you get paid weekly, is budgeting your finances and prioritizing things, is it easier when you get paid weekly? See, that's just my mentality. I think it's easier, but is it? Hubby weekly, me bi-weekly. Oh, that's nice. You weekly, then your husband. So it's kind of like a double payment on one of those weeks. Oh, that's a good one. Okay, hubby weekly, bi-weekly. Okay, bi-weekly. Hey, Sin, happy Saturday. Semi-monthly, but I budget weekly. Yes. Okay. Monthly for 2 pensions and every 3rd week for my Social Security. Okay. Cindy, you're making it work. You're making it work. You get your monthly 2 pensions. You get your Social Security. You got your Etsy. Now, Cindy, like, now, I'm trying to make it work now. Yes, I love getting paid weekly. See, I would love getting paid weekly too, because it just seems like that money would be like, you ain't got time to even, you can't even spend it because it's here again. Oh my God, I would I would budget my butt off with that. Okay, let's see. I wish we got paid on the same date like the military, the 1st and the 15th. Am I making this up that sometimes when you get paid like that, it's sometimes the week, you know how your bi-weekly is every other Friday. If you get paid the 1st and the 15th, isn't it sometimes you have longer days in between it or something, the way the days may fall? Am I making that up? Weekly pay was amazing when I got hired in. It changed to bi-weekly. Ooh, they did that on purpose. Yes, always pay your rent to make sure you have a place to sleep. You'll be amazed. You'll be amazed. I'm sure some of y'all may know people like that, like asking, can they borrow some rent money? It's like, what did you use your rent money on? 4 walls comes first. Lights, rent, car, and food. Amen to that. Hey, Karen. I get paid bi-weekly and both fall on the same week to get paid. Oh my gosh. I get my check monthly. Yes. All right. Let's see. Yes, that is true, but it would be nice to take all my bills out at once on the 1st so I know exactly what is left. Yeah, that's what I mean. It helps you look at the bigger picture and you can get a big overview. See, I feel like when I'm bi-weekly, I feel like, okay, I know I'm getting paid every other week. And, I got to go through and I got to split this and I got to do this. When you have a month view, you can do a monthly overview. Okay, this is what the number is. This is where this needs to go. Maybe I can move this around. Something about that just keeps you more disciplined. Soul line dancing class. Check to see if there's one near you. You'll move your body, listen to amazing music, laugh your butt. I do that without having a class. I partner with a local club to open up a few hours. That's just so awesome. Gosh, I wish we could have those times back. All right, so let's get into step number 2. We need to do every payday, okay? Now, this one is one we need to do. We got to make at least those minimum payments. We can't ignore these things, okay? We ran them up. We got them. We got to pay them. So we got to make sure them credit cards are paid for, the student loans, our car notes, all of that stuff. We got to make sure they're paid for now. Here's my question to all of you, and I know that I think we're going to be split on this. Let's see. Do you use automatic payments? Drop it in the chat. Do you use automatic payments? Do you have your bills automatically come out every month? Yes or no? And let me know if you don't, why not? And if you do, what do you like about it? So I think, a long time ago, I was against automatic payments. I thought the man was trying to get me. And it did. I was like, I wish I would let them have my money. They think they get my money. That I will pay you when I pay you. This is real talk. But since I've started using it, this has helped me tremendously. And I'm saying this to those of you who may not use it or may be on the fence or had those same thoughts. It helps tremendously when you're trying to budget and you set up those dates and you got your money automatically coming out. Now, you still budgeted even though it's coming out, but you don't have to worry about forgetting a bill. You don't have to worry about, did I pay that water bill? When you have it all taken out automatically, it just helps you to make sure that's one less thing you don't have to worry about. All right, so let me get to the chat. Let me see how you guys feel about that. If you have not hit that like button, please make sure you do. Let me know if you're enjoying this topic. Let me go up here because let me scroll up. I think it jumped down to the end. Let's see if I can. Okay, here we go. Yes, auto is wonderful. Auto payments is a. I'm telling you, I used to be the type. Now I will tell you. Now I got to be honest. I got to be honest. There is one company that will never get an auto payment, and that is Comcast, now known as Xfinity, because I can't stand them. And I will never pay them. Matter of fact, I won't pay them. I will pay you the very last minute. That last day that I know it has to be paid, because I can't stand them. But other than that, everything is all. I hold grudges. Okay, let's see. I get itchy with every 2 weeks pay. I want to get paid weekly. See, my paycheck is like having a party. Yes, when that direct deposit hit, I'm telling you. Auto pay, yes. Here's another question. Does everybody have direct deposit? Or are you still getting paper checks? Comment that down below. All right, let's see. Only my credit cards for now. Okay. Only credit cards. I do for my significant other accounts. That way he doesn't have to go through and pay stuff. But mine, are we talking about your hubby? I pay as soon as I get paid. Okay. Yes, keeps me more accountable. I love using auto pay. Yes. Okay. Everything is on auto pay except my utilities because they are variable. Oh, okay. So you don't put your utilities on there because the amounts may change every month. Okay. That's a good way to look at it. Yes to automatic payments. Will never be late on payments. Did I ever tell y'all that story that I forgot to pay my trash bill? Now, Lord knows my trash bill is, you pay it every quarter. And I just straight up, I just wasn't thinking about it. I don't know what happened. And then one day they forgot to pick up my trash. Now, you know, I called cussing and fussing. I called them. They say, ma'am, you haven't paid your bill. I was like, what are you talking about? I'm like, excuse me? How dare you insult me? I haven't paid my bill. I hadn't. I forgot about that bill. Woo! Needless to say, it is now set up on automatic payments. Man, that was the funniest thing. It was funny because I called them going off. Do you understand me? I don't ever pay my bills late. Lord Jesus. So that is a good reason why you should do it. You will never be late. Your bills will always be paid on time. I don't, because I'm still trying to get things on track. Okay. Well, that's a good reason. Now, this will be a good reason as to why you should do it. Maybe start with one or two, but I understand what you're saying. Before you can do any type of automatic payment, though, right? You got to be one with your budget. You got to know when something's coming out, when something's coming in. So I get that. Number two, no. Yes, for a few bills, but not all of them. Okay. Only for my car insurance. So it sounds like a lot of y'all still paying those bills manually. Okay. Auto payment for State Farm, Cricket, AT&T, Netflix on my car. Yeah. Like some places you got to pay. Like that Netflix, you got to have an account set up. Right. Don't you got to have an account set up for them? The wrong mindset. Yes. Okay. All right. So it sounds like a lot of y'all is not doing it for all your bills. On some, but not all. Okay. Okay. I'm certain I pay manually for my credit card because I pay extra on the minimum. I have a couple auto, but don't like it because when I get paid, I want to get them paid. Then the only reason some are on auto is discount. Yeah, that's a great point, Mindy. Some places, if you do an auto pay, you get a discount if you sign up for the auto pay. That's a good cell phones in particular. If you have AT&T, I believe it's AT&T because I have AT&T. There may be others, but if you sign up for their auto pay, you'll get a discount on your bill. That's a good point. So that's something to think about too, and definitely something to ask about. Medical plans only. I use automatic payments, especially if the company offers money back. All right, so I knew we were going to kind of be split on this one. Now listen, for those of you who are not using auto pay, you're only using it for certain things, I want you to think about it. I want you to think about what it would look like. You don't have to do it on all, but think about what it would look like if you set it up on everything. Think about when we talk about needing more time. Think about how much time that would free you up if you weren't worrying about, okay, I got to make sure this gets paid. I got to make a phone call and pay this. I got to go online and make sure this is paid. Depending on how many bills it is, just think about how much time that would free you up. Where all you would have to do is when you track your expenses on your bank account, check it off that it was paid. So I want you to think about that, okay? Something to think about. Okay, I heard. I want you to get. But I think I saw something about direct deposit. Yes to direct deposit. Comcast is a loser. Yes, they are. They will never get my money. Never. Don't get me hyped up. Yes, direct deposit. Okay, everybody's saying yes to direct deposit. Okay, good. Because believe it or not, some people still get paper checks. And some jobs have made it so that I know my job has. Like, no, y'all ain't getting no paper checks. Y'all may have companies like this. Like, no, y'all gonna get this card, and they put it on the card now. If you don't, that's fine. If you don't want direct deposit through a bank, but it's going on this card. We not doing paper checks no more. Sometimes companies just got to make sure you take care of stuff. Same with Xfinity, but they do save me a bunch. Yeah, they trying to get better. They trying to revamp their name. You will always be Comcast in my eyes, and I ain't take. Okay, don't get me hot. Direct deposit to at least 5 different accounts. Yes, I like that. Those auto transfers to your savings. Yes. All right, everybody's doing a little direct deposit. I use automated payments, so I never miss a due date. Hi, Rose. She said I thought she was crazy. All right, so let's get into our third step on where your money should go when you get paid, okay? So, and this, what we're talking about today is just to help us make sure we got, all of our, what's the saying? All of our T's crossed and I's dotted. Is that how the saying goes? Make sure we got ourselves together, okay? All right, number 3, emergency fund. Now, all right, everybody knows this, but 7 places your money should go. Number 3 is an emergency fund. Okay. Baby step it. Think about what you're using your emergency fund for. And then I want to know, okay, your emergency fund, you should at least save for 1 month ahead. Once you get that, then aim for 3 months ahead. Once you get that, aim for 6 months ahead, and etc. Okay. So now, with that being said, I want to ask you guys this. Do you know the amount of 1 month of your bills? Does everybody know how much? Not guesstimating. Not exact numbers, but not guesstimating either. What is your amount that you have set for 1 month's worth of, knock on wood, in the event something were to happen? What's your 1 month ahead? What's your number? Drop it in the comment. What's your number that if something were to happen, you would be covered? Because when we talk about emergency funds, it's great that we're saving for them. But again, we got to have some intent with this savings, okay? We gotta put some parameters around this savings. So what are we saving for? And what are our numbers? We talked about this last week. And I also want to know, did everybody do their homework from last week? Okay. If you weren't here, I showed everyone a website where there were all type of payment calculators out there that can help you figure out if you want to pay off this much debt in this amount of time, this is how much you'll need. Or if you want to save this amount of money in this amount of time, this is how much you'll need. I still have the link in the description box below. But this is another one of those. Do you know what everybody says? I'm going to be 1 month ahead. I'm saving 1 month ahead. What is that 1 month and what are you doing to get there? Okay, let's talk about it. Let me go back to the comments here. Thank you guys again for being here. I appreciate you so much. Please make sure you're hitting that like button. I hope you're liking the live. If you are liking the live, please hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to reach 10K subscribers by May. That is my goal. That's going to be my 4-year anniversary on YouTube. Maybe my 4-year anniversary on YouTube. Either way, I'm trying to hit 10K. 4 years? Sorry, talk amongst yourselves. Is that right? whatever. I'm trying to reach 10K by the end. So make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Okay, let's see. Erica says most companies won't do paper checks anymore because it costs them too much money. I've had nothing but direct deposit for like 30 years now. Yeah, you're right about that. All right, let's see. Let me find this question here. I guess I should have had everybody put a number 3 next to it. My son's paper check gets paid 15th and 31st. He hates it because the bank holds it a day. Oh, I would hate that too. Wow, I didn't realize businesses still did paper checks. I know there may be a few out there that still do them. There may be okay. Everyone's saying they know their numbers. I think this is it right here. Okay, Wendy says hers is 1,300, 5,000 for 1 month. I know the exact amount of 1 month of my bills because I recently calculated to start my OMA fund. What's an OMA fund? What's that? Yes, because I just did this recently, 2,500. Okay. Now, when you guys are doing your 1 month ahead, your 1 month's worth of bills, are you including any wants in that? What all are you including in that? So when I do my 1 month's of expenses, because I won't even say bills, I'm going to say expenses. Mine is at 5K, but it's at 5K because are you guys remembering to calculate in that number groceries? Are you calculating gas? Are you calculating, miscellaneous? See, all of those things should be included. That's what I think of when I think expenses for a month, not just my bills, but what else happens during that month that I need to cover. So I want to know if you guys are considering that as well. Let me take this banner off really quickly, and then let me get back here. Okay, let's see. Where did I leave off? Hold on, guys. I'm trying to figure out where I left off. Let's see. I should, but I would cry if I know the actual amount of the 1 month ahead expenses. International budgeter. First of all, welcome. Second of all, don't cry. Don't cry. We got to know this. Sometimes we don't want to face it. We got to know it. Okay. So I want you to one day take a deep breath. And then I want you to look and write down all of your expenses for 1 month and what that number would be. That's going to help you save for it. So this is a good thing. 5K. You know the amount. Yes, I know the amount of 1 month of my bill since I started my budget with me videos. And while I'm preparing for my retirement budget, yes, it helps to keep you accountable. I love that. 2,900, but it will change when I move to 2,600. Okay, on top of it, 4K. Hard to get a month ahead. Was that Mindy? Yes. All right. Hard to get 1 month ahead. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Yes, it seems hard to get 1 month ahead when you look at it like 4K. 4K is hard, right? But break it down. I think I did a video on this. Break that down, okay? You got 4K months of expenses. This is why we've got to write stuff down. Type it in your spreadsheet, whatever works for you. Once you write them all down, now let's prioritize them, okay? What's going to come first? If something happens, we need to be able to pay our mortgage or rent. So that's the first one. What's your mortgage or your rent? I'm just throwing a number out there. Maybe that's $1,000 of that 4K. Start with that first. You understand what I'm saying? Then you reach that. Okay, that's good. What's next? Car payment. All right, whatever your car payment is, I don't know, $400. That's next. Baby step it. Break it into sections. When you say, oh, I got to save 4K, that's crazy, right? That's like, who can do that? But when you break it up, oh, it's very manageable. We'll talk about that. All right, let's see. 1,600, 5K. Oh, yes. Don't forget Saturday Live. If you want to be, let me make sure I'm collecting. Okay, we got 24 entries. Okay. I'm like, let me make sure I'm collecting it. Let's see, 5K. Monthly is $25.76. Not bad. $20.40 a month for just bills. Okay. Yes, but it recently changed with new bills. I haven't sat down to refigure my total. And that's something we should be looking at constantly as we plan. Oh, 1 month ahead. Y'all know how I am with acronyms. Come on now. Why couldn't you just type out 1 month ahead? Help us out. Okay, $700 a month just for bills. Okay, nice. Okay. 1 month expense, $1,500. Okay. These are manageable numbers. Good morning. These are manageable numbers, especially when you sit down and you work out a plan for them. Yes, I love this. Okay. I include expenses, gas, groceries, home goods. We forget about that, don't we? You need toilet paper. Don't not calculate that in there. You need that. You may not need paper towels. You can just go get some napkins from Wendy's or something. But you need toilet paper. So you got to think about that stuff, right? When I calculate my monthly bills, I don't include expenses. That will change my amount. Something to think about. You guys. All right, so let's get into number 4. Was that number 3? All right, let's get into number 4. This is what we should be doing on payday, okay? That was our emergency fund, so we should be looking at that. Looks like you guys know what you need to get 1 month ahead. Now we need to be looking at how to get there, okay? The 4th thing we should be doing with our paychecks, okay? We should be putting money towards our retirement fund, okay? So now a lot of us, we should have, or maybe we have employer-sponsored 401k plans, okay? The goal to contribute to those plans should be at least 6 to 12%. I think most jobs will match if you're contributing at least 6%. My job does 5% though. So some may contribute at least 5%, but our goal should be anywhere between 6 to 12% in our employee-sponsored 401k plans. So with that being said, that should be where some of our money should be going. With that being said, let me ask you guys this. Have you started saving for retirement? If you guys watch, she's changed her channel name now. It's Life with Mrs. V. It used to be Saving with Mrs. V. It's Life with Mrs. V. One of the things that she has that I want to create, she has a retirement folder, a retirement binder. And I love the idea of that because you got to think about it. When you retire, it's not just that you'll be getting what's the Social Security check. If any of us will get those, the way our government's going, it's not so much you're just going to get that and bank on that or bank on your 401k. You got to think about, the other little things like you want to save for groceries. You want to save for food. You want to save for expenses. Like, I don't want to dig into my 401k money to pay for groceries and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, that money's got to last. You understand? So when she has like a retirement binder, I'm like, yes, we need to think about these things. So comment down below if you started saving and planning for retirement. Hey, Bunny, I see you. Okay, let's see. Let me get back here. Let me go up. And okay, I see Alice. Start my retirement plan. I don't have a 401k at work. Okay, so yes, if you don't have one at work, then definitely it's a good time to start thinking about how you're going to save for it. Janelle says, yes. You have a retirement binder too? Hey, Fiona. Oh my God, that's such a great idea. I love that idea. I love that. Don't be surprised if you guys see that come to my shop soon because I love Mrs. V. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Oh my God. When you guys hear me say there's not many budgeters that in this chat here anyway, except for Desi, that since I've started my journey that I follow, V is one of them, and absolutely adore her. If you guys do not follow her, please, her channel name is Life with Mrs. V. You will love her. You will absolutely love her. Q4, I started a Roth IRA. I haven't started my 401k yet. My job matches up to 8%. Okay. So your job, you have to contribute 8% to get a match. But you know what? That may seem high, but that's good. That's encouraging. That encourages you to contribute to that 401k. Hey, Chris, welcome. I am actively planning for retirement now because I'm old. That'll do it, won't it? That will do it. But with that being said, You're never too old to start saving, to start budgeting. You're never too young too. So all of my young budgeters that's on here, and by young, I mean 20s, early 30s, don't for 1 minute think you're too young to start planning for retirement. Come close, come close. That's a love tap. That's to wake you up. You are not too young. As a matter of fact, that's the best time to start saving. The best time. Do you understand me? All right. I didn't mean to hit you. Okay. That's a love tap. I just opened and deposited a Roth IRA. There you go. Yes, I have started saving for retirement. I'm trying to be brave enough to make a video about it and the errors I made in my younger life. Do it. Do it. People need to hear that. People need to hear it, because whatever you've gone through, chances are somebody's going through it right now. Do it. I have semi-monthly on the 7th and the 22nd, which I hate. Oh, is that when you get paid? 7th and 22nd. Why those dates? That's random. There must be a reason though. 7th and 22nd. Okay, let's see. I have to wait for the 401k option to come around with my job. For now, I'm considering a Roth. Yes, read into it. Absolutely. Job match at 5%, and I take the difference in the 8%, which is about $42, and put it in my Roth IRA. Smart. I love that. Yes, I started saving for retirement, and I also have a binder behind the scenes that I save whenever I can, and then I'll take the money out that binder and put it into my retirement account. Now, listen, you guys, this is Bunny. Hop in the budget with Bunny. Make sure you follow her as well. Matter of fact, while I say these things, first of all, I love that you guys are here. We are a family. This is our community. Please make sure in the chat you are meeting one another and talking with one another, and let's build these friendships. This is our community. Let's make sure we're following one another and we're reaching out, we're talking to one another. With that being said, what I love what Bunny said is, when you're a content creator, behind the scenes, sometimes for those of us like myself who are YouTubers and we do videos, you don't show everything. Like I don't show everything. I don't have enough time today. So that's another reason why I say if you're a new budgeter starting out, you got to make sure that you're taking inspiration from videos, but making sure that you do everything that works for you. As long as you're doing it behind the scenes, if you don't have a channel, just as long as you're doing it. Oh, I just love that comment. I love that comment. I wish I could show everything. I haven't got time. All right. Already retired. Does everyone have life insurance? There you go. I love the chat. Y'all throw out your own questions. Cindy said, does everyone have life insurance? I put that in the chat. That's very important. And this is another one. You're never too young. You're never too old. Now, I will say, with thoughts of being too old, you do want to make sure that if you start a life insurance policy, the sooner the better. Because the later you get on in years, and the more the policy costs. So that's another one you definitely want to have in place when you're young, because the amount that you pay won't be as much. So answer that question that Cindy threw out there. Have 401k and a HYS for high yield savings for personal retirement. Tamika says no, but I will start contributing to my Roth IRA soon. I have a retirement seeking fund that will cover my living expenses. Yes, until I'm old enough to withdraw from my Roth, since I want to retire early. I love that. To cover my living expenses. Yes. And that's what that binder should be. That's what I'm going to make that. Yes, life insurance is a must. Yes. Who all has life insurance? I also you max out your HSA yearly. All right. Okay. Yes, to life insurance. Y'all, I got how many life insurance policies do I have? I have two life insurance policies. I have one through my job, this is what it is. I have 3, but 2 of them are through my job. My job only, if your job is like mine, you can only cover a spouse or child. And so since I'm not married, I have to cover I cover my daughter, but my immediate family is not taken care of. So I drew a life insurance policy for my immediate family. So for my mom, my brothers, my nieces and nephews. So yes, you want to think about those things as well. But I have 2 at work because one I can get that's just a free life insurance policy, and it's for the amount of money that I make. And then the second life insurance policy I pay for, and I can pay up to, I think it's 8. I pay 8 times what I make for that one. So mini me's covered. Let's see. Yes, love Mrs. V. My hubby and I are both retired now. We both receive a monthly pension. Hubby gets SSA. We have not started to take from our 401k yet. Nice. That would be me. I'm going to be hoarding my 401k. It's going to be, I ain't going to want to touch it. I'll be too scared to. That's why I'm trying to make sure I have things in place so I don't have to. Not for, I think it was Tamika who said, not for those living expenses anyway. All right. Hi, Shannon. Started an account at T Rowe 25 years ago and have $50 a month automatically go into it. 401k at 7% and 6% employer match. Nice. Okay. We have RRSP in Canada, similar to 401k. My current job don't have it, but my next one have to. Yes. Hi, Angela. Yes. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy you called a live, friend. All right, let me see. Where are we? 10:48 on time, and that was tip number 4, I believe. So let's get into the next one. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button. I will greatly appreciate it. And let me see. Was that number 4? Let's see. What's number 5? Okay. All right. Let me take this banner off. Okay. Number 5, places your money should go. Now, I told you guys I got this information from a fellow YouTuber, and make sure you check him out. I have his actual video in the description box below if you guys want to watch that video. The number 5 thing you should do with your money when you get paid is pay towards high interest debt, is what he says. And he says anything over 15% is what we should be paying. Anything over 15%. Now, my question to you all is, do you know the interest rate on your credit cards? Or if you had a personal loan, do you guys know how much interest you're paying? Drop that in the comment section below. Because that's another thing. We should know, especially if we're trying to get out of debt, we should know everything about that debt. We should know what the balance is. We should know what the payoff balance is. We should know what the interest rate is, what we're paying towards it. So comment down below, because he says the 5th thing we should do with our paychecks is, when we have money, pay towards that high interest debt, anything over 15%. And the reason for that is you pay off that high interest debt, that's less money. If you get it paid off, that's less money you have to pay, that's coming out your pocket. So that makes sense in theory. Okay. So do you know the interest rate of your credit cards? Let's see. Let me get down here. I'm going to scroll down to the bottom because I am way behind in the comments. So let me just start from the bottom. I think I saw Shalise in here. Hey, Shalise. Let's see. I used to know the interest rate on my credit cards, but now I pay them off monthly, so it doesn't matter. Okay. Oh, the comments are jumping. I don't have a credit card. I know my interest rate on my loans in my car. All right. Yes, I know how much interest I pay on all my credit cards because I sit down and looked at every credit card that I have and got the interest rate. Yes, we got to do that. All right. Yes, I do. I have one credit card, 13%. That's a good rate. Yes to credit card interest rates. Okay. Yes, I do, because I just listed them all. You got to list them all. List them. List every credit card that you have. List that balance. List the interest rate. List the due date. List the statement date. Know everything about it, especially if you're trying to get them paid off. Yes, I know my interest. Not playing with them. Versus, I ain't playing with them. Yes, Saturday I figured that out, and they are all high interest. So now that helps you figure out, okay, how am I going to tackle this battle? They all high interest. So now, which one am I paying first? Is there one higher than the other? See, that's good. You got to write this stuff down. With anything, you guys, we've got to write it down. And by write, I mean just know it. You may have spreadsheets that you keep up with, and that works just as well. The point is, we got to know this information. You know, I've posted on my Instagram sample budgets for people. Like, if you make this amount each month, this is an example of where your money should go. And it amazes me how many people message me and comment, thank you, I needed this. It helps to see the numbers. So then when people say that to me, I'm like, that means you're not writing this down. That's one of the key things. You gotta see it. What are you doing if you're not writing it down and you don't see it or electronically? How do you know how far you're getting along or what's working or what's not working? So that's why we're doing this whole budgeting series to make sure we stay ahead of that. Yes, very high interest. Hey, Kara. Yes, I know my interest rates. Okay. Which should you focus on first, debt or month ahead? Ooh, age-old question. Okay, I love this. Hey, Hillary. I love y'all in the chat to put your own questions in the chat. Let's talk about it. We talked about this before. Drop it in the comments. Which one's most important, debt or month ahead expenses? Drop it in the comment. Me personally, my answer is, and this is what I did. Let me take this off. My answer to this, which one is more important, debt or month ahead? Me personally, debt was more important. When I paid off my debt, I took care of debt first, knocked it out. I even took my last credit card. I took most of the money out of my savings and paid it off because I'm like, this money will come back to me. And it has. It has come back to me. Thank you, God. Let's knock on wood. So my answer to that is absolutely debt. My answer to that is definitely debt before I start cash stuffing beauty envelopes and concert envelopes. Oh, I'm hyped. Okay, let me calm down. Y'all know I really love this budgeting life, and I really do watch all the budgeting videos. And when I see stuff like that, I get a little angry. All right, let me calm down. All right, let's see. Let me get down here to the bottom here. Thank y'all so much for being here. Let's see. Annual interest rate on my credit card is 27%. Woo, 18 to 25% interest. I know. Man, they get you, don't they? Yes, I just recently did that because I was going to work on paying them off. Rose says 12%. When I use my card, I pay it off. That's the best way. 2 things your girls hate paying: interest and fees. I transfer my debt to a balance transfer credit card. We talked about this last live. No interest until 2026. And I'm rocking paying my debt off. I went from 18K in January and I'm now at 6K. Let's go. Man, I'm going to get me a soundboard. I need clapping sounds around here. That's awesome. Yes. Yeah. Okay. NF. CC. Navy Federal. That's what that is, isn't it? Oh, Lord, the acronyms. It's 14% off. 14%. All of the other credit cards I have, interest rate is 25 to 32%. Except with Discover, I have a promotion for 0.909% for the rest of this year. Okay. All right. So it looks like y'all do know y'all's interest rate. Now, make sure as you pay towards that debt, make sure you're looking at those high interest rates when you're thinking about which card I should pay off next. Think about that. Anything over 15%, maybe we should pay attention to. Make sure we're putting money towards that. All right. I see we got some savings. Debt is more important. Let's see if I see any more debt. I did both at the same time. Debt. My goal is debt. Why is it important to know the statement date? Oh, the reason okay. And we'll talk about this as we continue our credit card series. The reason you want to know the statement date is when you're trying to pay off the balances of your credit card, that statement date, whatever the amount is, your balance is on your credit card, that's what gets reported to that's what gets reported for your credit score. Okay. So that statement date is very important because if you have a high balance at that time, that's what's getting reported. So you want to know that information. Okay. We're doing a credit card series and we'll talk about that. So you want to make sure those numbers are low, or that's what's going to get reported. And that's what affects your credit card score. All right. Not credit card score, your credit score. All right. Let's see. Let's get into this. You guys are going over. All right. Let me get into number 6. And here we go. We talked about this, Roth IRAs. Okay. This is where your money should be going when you get paid. We've talked about where your money should go. This is number 6. If you haven't started a Roth IRA, maybe you don't have a 401k at work, Maybe looking to start a Roth IRA. Now, the earnings and profits go tax-free, okay? You can withdraw your earnings without paying taxes. Now, somebody correct me wrong if I'm wrong on these numbers, but I believe for the new year, again, correct me if I'm wrong, but your contribution limit, if you're under 50, is $7,000 for the year, and if you're over 50, $8,000. All my Roth IRA gurus out there, if those numbers are incorrect, please drop it in the chat. I think I just remember 7 and 8K. So if you don't have a 401, even if you do have a 401k at your job, you may want to think about that Roth IRA. That's money that will be tax-free when you need to withdraw it. I think you need to be 59, 60. Again, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's something you can start looking into. I think someone said in here that they always max theirs out every year. So just something to think about when you get paid. Can that money go to, I think I see Aaron. Hi, Aaron. Yes, one credit card left to pay off, and I keep track on the interest. Awesome job. Oh, I'm getting choked up. Awesome job. Okay, let's see. Let's get down here. Shalise says she did both. Okay. Let's see. I hate Owen. We all do. Debt for me was more important. Okay. Eliminate that debt. And yes, hi, Catrice. Knowing your interest rate is key. Amen. I do both. If you lose your job, the fear of not having money to pay for your monthly expenses will increase your debt. This is true. That is why emergency funds are so important. Okay, let's see. Make sure I get through some of these comments. I learned years ago when I had a Sears. Ooh, Sears. You went back. Sears card. Y'all remember Sears? Okay, this part of the live when we go left. Man, I miss Sears. I was paying $20 a month. Sears got $12 from it. That's what opened my eyes. Unfortunately, I was paying it for 3 years before I realized it. That is so true. Isn't it amazing how something will make you open your eyes? Like, wait a minute. I keep just paying this minimum payment. This number ain't going down because most of it's going to interest. That will make you rethink some things. You guys, if you have not put in your hashtag Saturday Live for the giveaway, please do. We're going to do the picker wheel, and it will you'll win something from my shop. So go ahead and put that in if you haven't already, because it's time to wrap up. We're going over, but that's what happens when you have a good time, right? All right, I'm going to put in the last thing that we should do with our money when we get paid. And I'm so happy Mommy Trader's on here, because the last thing we should be thinking about is investments. Not the last thing, but last on this list is investment. This is where your money should go. Real estate, stock market. Maybe thinking of a business for yourself when you retire. This is where our money should be going. Now, I say that if you guys all see Mommy Trader on here, let me see if I see her comment somewhere. Where is she? It just jumped on me. I just saw her. Hurry. Okay, I saw her comment in here somewhere. If you guys are not following Mommy, here she is. If you guys are not following Mommy Trader, this is our Investy Bestie. When I tell you guys there's only a few channels in here that I have been rocking with since I started this journey, Shalise is one of them. Now, Shalise is everything investments, you guys. She teaches us how we can invest on a low income or with very little income. If you've been thinking about investing and don't know much about it, I want you to follow Mommy Trader, okay? She will help you guys. She even has an investment that she does. I think it's called $1 a day investments, where she shows you with $1 a day how you can invest in certain things. I want you guys to, I wanted to make sure you guys follow her because she's very big in our community and she will help you, okay? Now, one of the things and one of the reasons why most of us, when we get to that investment part, that our paycheck should be going towards that, a lot of us probably can't afford to make investments, but it's not because we can't. The reason why we can't afford to make investments is probably because when we look at those other 6 categories we should be doing, we're struggling with those categories. So we can't even think about investments right now. That's why we got to make sure we stay on track. We got to manage our money properly. And if we're not making enough money, we've got to come up with ways to make additional income. Whether that, like I said, whether that's like asking for a raise at your job, getting a higher payer job, getting a side hustle. We've got to make sure that we're putting that effort in so we can make sure we're focusing on investments. It's very important. Very important. All right. So those were our top 7 things that you guys should be doing when you get paid. I hope you enjoyed that. Go ahead and put your hashtag Saturday Live in. We're going to go ahead and do the giveaway because now we're at 11:02. Shalice says, be careful. There are income limits on Roth. There is the backdoor Roth. We use that. See, make sure you guys follow her. I'm telling you, she drops knowledge, and we need that. We need that in our community. All right, let's see. Keep the chat going. Church is good for my soul. Amen to that. All right, I see everybody putting their hashtag Saturday Lives in. Let me go ahead and pull up the giveaway tool. I'm going to share my screen where you guys are commenting and putting in your hashtag Saturday Live so we can go ahead and do this drawing. While I'm pulling this up, you guys, just a reminder, next Saturday is the last Saturday of the month, so there won't be a live next Saturday. So don't forget, we'll be back the following Saturday. For those of you who are new over here, and I'm going to go ahead and hit draw, I always take the last Saturday of the month off. So I will be back the following Saturday, which I believe is November 2nd. Isn't that crazy? It's crazy. All right, congratulations. Sin on a budget. Now, Sin, I'm going to pull up my picker wheel, and the picker wheel is going to spin. Here are your options here for giveaway prizes. I'm going to shuffle, 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 and good luck. This will be what your prize will be. Please make sure you reach out to me by email. You have until next Saturday to claim your prize, and it looks like your prize will be challenges. So congratulations. Again, make sure you reach out to me by email. It is listed in the description box below, but it is info@budgetingjustbecause.com. And let me see if I have that on my banner here. If anyone would ever want to have any questions or just anything you want to know, here is my email. Please feel free to reach out to me. I hope you guys enjoyed the live today. This was such a great topic. I always say, if you guys have anything you want to talk about, you can, I have my questionnaire in the description box. You can fill that out. Send me anything that you want to talk about. And let's see, let's get to some final comments before we wrap up for the day. I know there's a lot of comments in the chat, so sorry if I missed anyone. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you so much. We got some congratulations. Since OMG. Congratulations, friend. Oh, thank you, Erica. For those of you who are on here, you guys, I'm getting ready to have my Canva class at 1 o'clock. If you haven't signed up for any of my Canva classes this year, that's okay. I'm going to continue them next year. Today, I'm going to be showing everyone how to make their own websites using the free version of Canva. And I'll probably bring it back again next year. See you in a bit. See you in the Canva class. So if anyone's ever interested in that, I'm finished with the Canva classes. Well, registration for this year. I will start again next year, and I'll let you guys know those topics. But please always let me know if you're interested. But I want everyone to have a great weekend. Hopefully you're having some great weather now. We're done with all that foolishness with the hurricanes, hopefully. Make sure you enjoy your weekend. And I will see you guys back here in 2 weeks, November 2nd. Thanks, you guys. Love you. Bye.